writing in, or I'm going to keep reading. Any questions or comments?
Nope, they're not making any comments.
Okay. Let's see, where was I?
Just keep chugging along.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't ever bring feelings of peace, contentment, or ease. We encourage you to care about how you feel, and in doing so, you will realign with your soul light and you will again care about what others' needs are in a balanced way. So when we're full, we can be there for others. If we're not, we really need to go put the oxygen mask on and get some oxygen. Not just those that do what you want or act like you act, but a deep unconditional love and care for all of life. And that's Christ consciousness right there. Unity consciousness is about unconditional love for self and others. It's not like the human egoic clinging consciousness of, I love you if you do this for me, and I love you if you do that, and if you don't do this, I hate you, and I'm going to make sure you suffer. And as humans, we've been around that. That's been on our planet. That paradigm has been something we've been moving through for a while. And it's really time for us to just stop the insanity and really realize, like I was mentioning the movie last time, the Celestine Prophecy. If any of you haven't watched it, and you can, I encourage it. It's all about really taking our power back and really learning that we're in charge of our own energy, and we really never have a right to blame others for how we're behaving. Our energy is ours to be in charge of, and we need to be aware of that. And if we're running around slinging angry darts at people because we're angry or we're hurting, it's not okay. And it's never been okay. And it's really time that we wake up as a society and realize this, that if I'm in that energy, I need to go be still and remember that I am one with God. Be still and know that I am God. Know that I am one with Source, and that there is no separation. There is no fear. There is just love here. And if I can just tune into that frequency, everything I need will come. And so I think that's really important that we remember that, so we can be there for each other. The illusion of darkness grows for many of you day by day, yet we encourage you to awaken to the truth that this is a self-created illusion. You are the infinite eternal light of the great sun, forever burning brightly in your chosen layers of consciousness. You are never alone or isolated. This perspective is also an illusion, though an often convincing illusion. So sometimes we think our fear is so real that we just lose ourselves in it, and we need to go, okay, I'm feeling fear. Let me just connect, and angels guide me, support me, speak through me, heal through me, teach through me, be one with me. I'm one with this light, instead of going into fear and separation consciousness and believing in the illusion. And like it says, and often the angels say, an often convincing illusion. Like if somebody's, going through bankruptcy, or they have a love of their life is no longer with them, or their body's sick, whatever the illusion is, it can be very convincing that that darkness is more strong and more powerful than the light, but it's not. The only thing truly real is that light, and is your love. The rest just illusion. Let's see.
Yeah.
You are never alone or isolated. This perspective is also an illusion, though an often convincing illusion. Right. Awaken, beautiful, deserving souls, and reclaim your alignment with the infinite light that you are one with in truth.
Amen.
Remember who you are. You are one. We are one. And we are one with our angels. There was a card I read this morning in the yoga session, and it's a crystal card. It's peach calcite. And I loved how it says to draw down your halo from above your crown into your heart.
Yeah.
And what I feel about that is that we're really learning that we don't need to call out to angels out there like they're far away and maybe we're inconveniencing them, but to realize that we are that divinity and that we are becoming that divinity. We're really learning to embody that, to allow our halo to descend into the heart and live from our higher hearts. To really live from a space of truth and love is what we're all evolving towards. Many of you may be experiencing various physical sensations that suddenly come over you like a wave of energy hitting your energy field. And this is what I've been experiencing. And actually, even at this moment, as I'm reading this, I'm like really breathing and consciously connecting because I've been feeling waves of energy so intense in my life this past few weeks. It's been really intense. And so I've just been like, whoo, breathe it out. Breathe it out. And if any of you are very sensitive, like I am, really sensitive empaths, and you've been feeling like that, just, really connect with your source, really use that breath and go anchor in, go meditate, be calmer, be slower, like slow things down, because that's part of what we're evolving is into that new shift. Like we're changing, our energies are changing. Let's see where I live off at. At these times, we encourage you to anchor in your light and to connect deeply with the core of your beloved planet. Move away from the busyness and the doingness and be. Many of you are regaining your gifts from past lives swiftly and suddenly. We feel that some of you are overwhelmed at moments by this and you go into fearful thoughts. Stay centered in your love and anchor in the love and light that you are deeply into the core of your planet. Be patient and gentle with yourselves as you are swiftly shape-shifting on every energetic level. Allow all of your energetic bodies to realign in harmony and balance. And I feel like that's the crystal peach calcite. If any of you feel drawn to work with that crystal's frequency, call it in vibrationally, or even get it physically. It's a great crystal for helping with harmonizing the energies. You are being guided to tune inward more often than ever before as you are shifting everything out there by tuning in here. You are awakening and remembering the galactic, multidimensional light beings that you truly are. You are not small. You are not victims. You are infinite, vast consciousness with no end. Reclaim your power and center deeply in your heart center, the doorway of your soul light. Release the need to look out there for love, approval, belonging, or understanding. So, it's time for us to stop chasing it and trying to find what makes us enough out there. We need to embody it and tune inward. We're going to heal it by tuning in here. Tune inward, and all you seek shall be found and reclaimed as you self-realize once again. You are truly powerful beyond your mental comprehension, and many of you are discovering just what powerful creators you truly are. For some, you are creating beauty, and for others, terror. Yet each one of you are playing an important part in the collective creation. Be mindful of what you are thinking of, speaking of, and reacting to. Be mindful of your story. And when I say be mindful of your story, it's like a lot of times we're saying a story and we're not even conscious of the story. We're telling everyone what a victim we are. We're telling the world how poor we are, how broke we are. We're telling the world how we're not capable. And we need to really start to be mindful of our story and to take back our power, because we are so powerful and so capable. Let's see. Take back your power and choose aligned, empowered action rather than fearful, egoic reaction. And that's going to come from meditation. You're not going to, if you're in a fight with somebody, you're going to be in ego reaction mode. I mean, think about any of you, if you're honest, like, oh yeah, I lost myself, lost my shit just then, and, reacted to that. Someone pushed my button and I'm like snapping back. And that's that old, we've been conditioned with that reactive way of handling things. And what's more empowered is when we can pull away and we can observe the life situation. The human's going through what it's going through, like Tanya's human self is going through her stuff, but the higher self is observing it all with consciousness. And as I'm in that place, which is what I've cultivated through meditation, like the discipline of that and the focus and steady practice of meditation, is then I can go, okay, Tanya, human self, is releasing and clearing, and a lot of emotions are being shed, but higher self is watching, and higher self is very aware that everything's fine, and this is just what we're clearing and letting go of, and I don't need to be reactive. I am just very receptive. And it makes all the difference. I cannot underestimate how important it is that each of us learn to cultivate this. The centeredness it's going to be all the difference in your peace and in how you'll have harmonious relationships and conversations.
All right.
So really, yeah.
Cindy wrote a comment. She says, I don't know if I've been feeling the energy waves, but I've just felt like I'm in a dream state for the past couple of weeks.
Okay. She feels like she's in a dream state the last couple of weeks, she said?
Yep.
Okay. And is there, for Cindy, I'm sensing there's been a lot of change in your movie as well, a lot of shifts. And so with those changes happening, have you felt like you're really anchored in, like grounded in your present awareness? Or do you feel almost like maybe energetically you're kind of floating out of your body, like not really grounded? I'm present, I'm right here. Have you felt more kind of like floaty and almost like you're not in your body, and which isn't a bad thing, because it's just a conscious awareness thing? Because if that's what you're sensing, it would be really good for you to really be practicing grounding and anchoring more, pulling away from people and busyness more, and really letting yourself gently move through the changes, move through the process of transformation. Because in a sense, when we're changing, we're shape-shifting. We're like, I'm going to be talking soon about holographic realities, and there's a great book called The Holographic Universe. And in a sense, as we're shape-shifting and like, walking into this heaven that's on earth, we're really jumping out of old holographic realities, the old paradigms. It's like the Matrix. There is no spoon. It's old. It's not real. It's like this illusionary world. But we're kind of floating into this new one, into this higher consciousness dimension. And we need to stay very grounded in our energy, or it'll almost feel like it's felt like that for me. Like I'm out of my body at times, and it's a little bit scary at times where I'm just like, whoo, what's happening? Waves of energy. Whoo. And we're in ascension. We're in this ascension time where like our bodies are changing. We're changing. We're multi-dimensional time travelers, and we're aware of it now. We're not just in one dimensional space. So that could be part of like a way I'm feeling to speak that to you. Does that help her? Does that make any sense to Cindy?
She's saying, she's answering your question first. She said, I'm not anchored at all, very floating.
Yeah, that's what I'm sensing, not grounded.
Yeah, and then she says, I will work on the grounding.
Good girl.
But she's saying that what you said does make sense. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, and just more than ever is what my guides have been saying to me more than ever before. Anchor, anchor, anchor in, ground in, grab onto that planet, magnetize yourself to the planet, and really feel one with her. And Earth Mother's shape-shifting as well. And so, like, I feel like the other day, I ended up in the ER, which I'm not going to get into today because it's like an intense story, but I will talk about it next time because this is going to be shared in waves. And I thought I was having a heart attack or something, and I wasn't. My heart's fine, and I got my checkup for $500. Awesome. And basically, everything's fine with me, but I was feeling so many waves of energy. It was almost like I was in the ocean, and the waves were just hitting me, and I couldn't breathe, and I was just like, like, what's happening? And it scared the crap out of me. And what it was is I feel like I was picking up on so many different layers of things. There was a big group in Portland doing an anti-rape campaign, this big rally, and they're walking around naked, and there was just such a dark energy around those people. They had Jesus signs, and I was like, whoa, get out of this energy. Just talking about it makes my stomach hurt, actually. And so I've just been calling in the angels to really clear those frequencies and to help those people as they're healing a lot of their past cellular pain. So some of us that are very empathic, we could just be downtown and we don't even know why, but we're just like, what's happening? Because we're picking up on all that energy. A lot of light workers are picking up on frequencies of the planet. Like a few weeks ago, I was doing all this healing on the planet very intuitively, and boom, next thing I find out there's a big earthquake in Chile, and all these people are homeless. Over 1 million people suddenly moving and migrating and, needing a place to live. And a lot of us that are very tuned in, we're feeling that stuff. Like we're feeling when Earth Mother is rumbling, and in our bodies we may feel rumbling and just things aren't at ease. And so it's really important to